Hello and welcome back to Valkenswaard and the Euro circuit here in the Netherlands for the second round of the EMX250 Championship. It's race 2 just around the corner. Before we arrived here yesterday for the first race, Maxime Depre, the number 141 on the Bud Racing Kawasaki Monster Energy machine, arrived here with the championship leader's red plate with 2 wins out of 2 last time out at Trentino, the circuit of Pietramarata. Adam Sterry was second and was 8 points off the lead when he arrived here before that first race, with Ander Valentin of Spain in third, Nick Keuenberg fourth, and Simone Zecchina, former 125 European champion, in fifth. It's all changed now, though. That's where we are. About 90 kilometres from Amsterdam, just over the border from Belgium. Lommel's just around the corner, about 20k, 25k from here. Lierop just down the road as well. About another 20k in the opposite direction, heading east. Just on the outside of the Euro circuit, the Rallycross circuit, which is where the majority of the paddock is housed. Circuit conditions still absolutely perfect. The rain that is expected has not arrived yet, so every minute that passes by where we don't get rain, we are all the much better off for it, but it might rain a little bit later on. And here is a quick look at the lap. 1,550 meters long. A little bit hilly over the backside where you head up one side and then down the other, but race 1 yesterday was won by Adam Sterry on the Wilvo Fork Rent KTM, led every single one of the 14 laps. Maxime Depre, the championship leader, was second, and on lap 7 suddenly disappeared. He came in for running repairs and eventually crossed the line in 28th after getting it wrong through the rhythm section. The Dragon's back as we look at Freddie van der Vlis. There is Adam Sterry on that Wilvo Fork Rent KTM. He is now, though, the new championship leader after race 1, because Maxime Depre, as we said a moment ago, failed to score. So race 1 was won by Adam Sterry. Nick Keuenberg on the JTEC Honda was second. Damon Growless, the 171 on the Kemiya Yamaha Yamalu machine, was third. As we look at Depre taking his position on the line, the 141. Fourth was Ken Bengtsson. Fifth, Bas Baesen. Thomas Kjær-Olsen had a great ride through the field from outside the top 30 to get back into 6th by the time the checkered flag fell. Got there with 2 laps to go. And then Alvin Osland came home in 7th. An equally impressive ride outside the top 25 to get himself into that 7th position, the Swede. Brian Hsu was 8th on the Suzuki, 9th for Michele Chervelin, and 10th for Simone Zecchina. No points for David Herbreteau. He went missing early on in the race. Started in 7th and eventually came home, well, didn't score, didn't finish. Damon Growless there, looking very cool, calm and collected. Came home 3rd in race 1. Well, as we look at the start list, Nick Keuenberg will go to the line first from Ken Bengtsson, Adam Sterry, Maxime Depre, Damon Growless, Sven van der Meeren, Max Engeland, Alvin Osland, David Herbreteau, your top 10, with Michele Chervelin just behind them as well. Alvin Osland in there as well. But going back to the point situation, yeah, Maxime Depre arrived here on 50 points. He is still on 50 points. Adam Sterry now leads on 67, courtesy of a 2nd, a 3rd, and his win yesterday. Nick Keuenberg moves up to 2nd, so he's gained a couple of positions in the championship chase. And again, another consistent championship campaign so far. Look at the scoop on that tyre. A 3rd, a 4th, and a 2nd yesterday. Maxime Depre, 2 wins and 0 yesterday in the first race. There he is, 141. Still has a red plate. As the you don't change that between motos. We worry about the championship leaders' red plates at the end of the day. But 85, we just saw a shot there of David Puchas. And Puchas again expected to do better than he did yesterday. Didn't happen for him in the first race. He got himself up to 6 as the 15-second board goes up. He dropped to 8th and then came in, and there were no points on the board for the young Dutch teenage sensation. So we have a new leader in the championship, Adam Sterry, Keuenberg and Depre, but the 5-second board has turned. We're getting ready to go racing here. Race 2, EMX250 is underway, and already a rider down on the start line. 3:38, Herbreteau, so not the best weekend for the youngster. Dropping down, and once again, Adam Sterry, Wilvo Fork Rank KTM, leads the way. Alvin Osland is in second place. Damon Growlers with a great start in third. And the Kawasaki, Freddie van der Vlis, number 88, is fourth, just going past Growlers. Puches gets a better start this time around. So too does Chervelin. Bengtson 7, Kuenberg 8. Grobben is 9. And Thomas Kjær Olsen, much better start for him as well. He's in 10th place. James Cottrell, who was up to 7th yesterday. Oh, we've got riders down. So Cottrell, who, well, Giuseppe Tropepi, the 223, has gone down. Replay of the start. So up the inside, Adam Sterry, Habitro getting tagged there. And then through the wave section, yeah, easily done through there. It's tough enough at the best of times, let alone being bunched up with 40 riders crowding you out. Big news is, though, championship winner from last year, Stevie Clark, will not line up on the grid in this second race. He had his bikes stolen from the paddock last night, and he's not able to race. Both bikes stolen. So Stevie Clark, who put in a good performance yesterday in the first of the European 250 Championship races, after crashing on the opening lap and coming in for running repairs himself, got back to 18th, will not feature in today's second race. So disappointment for the youngster from the West Midlands. But over the line we go for the first time. Adam Sterry, just like yesterday, leads on this opening lap. Alvin Osland second. Freddie van der Vlis, the number 88, is third. David Puches, the 85, is fourth. Growlers 171, that's him there on the left in blue. He's in fifth. 80, Ken Bengtson is in sixth. Michele Chervelin on the Martin Junior Motorsport Honda is in seventh place, riding 747. Then it's Nick Kuenberg, so he's got a bit of work to do, the rider who finished second in the first race yesterday. Maxime Depre, likewise, he's down in 9th position. Ander Valentin is 10th on the Yamaha, Yamalube Alcio Yamaha in 10th. Thomas Kjær Olsen is 11th. Max Engeland 12th. Cedric Grobben is 13th. Vas Vason is 14th. Brian Sue, James Cottrell, who was up to 7th yesterday before he had a wheel collapse on him and had to force himself out of the race. Durkour is 17th. Thomas Wisocki 18th. Lassie Christopherson and Thomas Schleicher down in 21st. Eccles is 23rd, just behind Simone Zakina. Robert Davidson, another Brit, is in 26th place. Jerry Arvisto is 27th. Magni Klinsheim 30th. So some good names down there. Not exactly where we wanted them to be. The other rider that went down on that first lap through the wave section, Stefan Eckerol, 177. Nick Kuenberg, 644 on the JTEC Honda. Was expected to be fast around here. He was yesterday. But it was not as impressive as the performance from Adam Sterry. Look how the track is chopping and changing now as this day goes on. It's only going to get worse from here on in, folks. But there is 80, Ken Bengtson, trying to find a way past Growlers, and he does down the inside. So Nick's fifth away from the 171, but Growlers goes straight back at him. And that was a big moment as well. You just saw Depre, 141. He tripled the rhythm section through towards the finish line area, and Kuenberg, 644, wasn't able to do that. Fastest man on track, fastest lap of the race. It belongs to Adam Sterry, our race leader, who's now 4 seconds clear of Alvin Osland. Alvin Osland, the 161 on the Maffei Yamaha MX team. Yep. Puches is third, number 85 on the Red Bull KTM. Fourth is 88, Freddie van der Vlis on the Kawasaki. Fifth is Damon Growlers, 171 on the Kimiya Yamaha Yamalube entry. But working his way around the outside, 644, Kuenberg. Going back after Bengtson with Depre, charging around the outside as well on the green Kawasaki, and takes the position away from Kuenberg. A nice choice of lines there at the top of the hill as well, going after Bengtson. So Depre on the Bud Racing Kawasaki Monster Energy machine, using all of the racetrack look, goes from one side to the other, carves a new line down the inside. 2 positions in about 3 corners from the hard-charging Frenchman, who has been hotly tipped to win the championship this year after going close in 2012. So 171, Growlers just drops below us at the bottom of the hill. On that Yamaha, chasing after Freddie van der Vlist, and just watch this here. He's already gone wide, he's carved it down the inside. He knows exactly what his intentions are. Take away the position from Bengtson. Here's Frederik van der Vlist. 88, 171 Growlers, and 141 Maxime Depre up the inside of the Yamaha rider. Oh, tagged his wheel as well on the way through. And there's Depre getting over that triple. Van der Vlist not able to. Growlers goes through too. So suddenly, Sterry, Osland, Puches, Depre, Growlers, and Van der Vlist now down into 6th place. Bengtson 7, Kierenberg is 8, still with a lot of work to do. 9 for Chervelin and 10 for Thomas Kjær Olsen. And de Valentin is 11. Engelen is 12. Cottrell now 13 on the Hitachi Revo KTM. 14th for Brian Sue on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki. Nicolas Durcourt on the Bud Racing Kawasaki. Monster Energy Machine is in 15th place, and then Bas Vaesen, Thomas Wysocki are next as Davy Puches, 85, looking for the smooth line and the short line up the hill, but ends up jumping short. Charges down the inside. Not going to go through there, though. That's where Depre found his way past Nick Kierenberg a lap ago. It worked for him, but not so effective this time around for the 85 of Davy Puches. You also see the difference there. Maxime Depre turned it a little bit tighter and came up wider on the right-hand side, where it was smoother and there was less risk of getting cross-rutted in the ground that's broken down halfway up over that first wave. Puches and Osland there just sticking to the middle, but where is Sterry? Sterry 7 seconds down the road. Adam Sterry, who finished 3rd in the championship last year. 3 podiums en route to that 3rd overall. 3rd overall in Spain at Talavera, 3rd overall in his home race at Matterley Basin, and 3rd at the final round at Lommel, which nailed down that 3rd place, but yet to go better than that. He's currently on the top step of the podium, courtesy of that win yesterday and a potential win now in this 2nd race. But as you can see from the clock on the left-hand side, 17 minutes plus 2 laps to go, and Maxime Depre now has clear track. He's 4th, and he's about 2 seconds behind Davy Puches at the moment on that Red Bull KTM there. The 2nd rider in shot behind the Mafia MX Yamaha of the 161, Alvin Osland. I tell you what, Alvin Osland might feature on the podium here, but depends what happens with the 141 of Maxime Depre there. Growlers just here on the Kimiya Yamaha Yamalu. Back to machine on the blue bike. And there's the J-Tech Honda of Kierenberg. So he's now up into 6th, chasing Growlers, who he's got right in his sights, but Kierenberg just not able to set the blistering times that he set yesterday in the first moto. Still looking good, though. Still looking pretty confident, looking fairly assured of his line choices. It was almost quite a smooth entry into the corner there from Damon Growlers. Tried to double into the hole and get that momentum going through there, but one thing you'll notice as well when the MX2 guys go out a little bit later on, and certainly the MXGP riders, how they utilize the downsides of the waves that have been carved out, the holes the other side of jumps. They turn them into doubles or triples or quad jumps just to get the distance, to keep that forward momentum going. And some of the guys will even wheelie some of the braking bumps towards the end of the straight as well, just to let the back end do all of the work, just to give you better stability going into that corner. But Davy Puches coming under pressure from Maxime Depre as Osland starts to make a little bit of a break for it on his Yamaha there. You see the difference there, and Puches, because he's not doing that double triple, Maxime Depre wasn't able to do it because he's right in his wheel tracks, expecting Puches probably to get over it. So Sterry now 10.2 seconds clear, and what is turning out to be a great day. Maxime Depre just getting bumped around a little bit through the waves and through the bumps at the end of that straight, but he's still right there, right back on a rear wheel of Davy Puches as they drop back down the other side. Talking to somebody yesterday, they thought this, before they arrived here, first time they've been here, as Puches in a little bit of trouble at the top of the hill, saying they thought the track was a lot flatter in real life from watching it on TV, but didn't realise there was this one hillside section here where the rider's up and over in different directions, and that's a long off-cambered left-hand turn that drops into this bottom right-hander here. Osland, though, coming under attack from Puches and Depre. Second, third and fourth, all in the same shot. The Yamaha from the KTM and the Kawasaki. Puches, though, not able to make the pass through there. Takes a nice tight line. Was pretty dominant here in the 125 class last year. Was David Puches there, the 185, the number 85. Went 1-1. And he's looking to charge down the inside of Alvin Osland here. Ooh, back end getting a little bit out of shape. And again, Depre would love to be getting over that single or that triple combination. But as long as he's got David Puches ahead of him, so just look at the way the ground's chewed up here. That was the first of 7 waves at the top of the hill. And you just see the dangers there. Puches just putting his foot down. Very easy to twist an ankle or a knee in those ruts, and he's got the 141 Depre on the Bud Racing Monster Energy Kawasaki all over the back of him now as he swings around through that long sweeping left-hander. The holes on the inside through that turn a little bit shorter, closer together, but trying to carve his way up the inside. Not able to find a way through. He was able to pass Kuenberg through here earlier on in the race, but David Puches just a little bit more on it in that respect. Will he turn to the right-hand side here? Depre, yes, he will. Again, is a little bit cleaner. This is his momentum, and he'll switch from one side of the track down to the other. Will he carve it down the inside here? No, he takes the higher, wider line. Then he carves his way through, and then dives to the inside, but Puches reading it well at the moment on the number 85 orange Red Bull KTM. Riding a very defensive line. Meanwhile, Adam Sterry almost 12 seconds clear of this battle. And look at Kuenberg coming in as well. He's now up past Damon Growlers. And he's on the JTEC Honda, the red machine, just behind the green Kawasaki of Maxime Depre, the former championship leader. So Depre then, will he be able to get over this section now? Because Kuenberg's, yeah, that's better for him. And you can see the difference in time. He gets the momentum. He's alongside Puches, and he's going to make the pass stick this time around. And it was a question of he had to. It was now or never for Maxime Depre, because Kuenberg was closing in all the time. He's also getting over that little section. So Sterry leads after 6 laps. Alvin Osland, 13.5 seconds adrift in second. David Puches has just been taken by Maxime Depre. And this is how Depre was able to find a way through. You see there, he's able to triple. And he got the distance, and then he got the drive. And that was Depre through into third. Depre now goes after Alvin Osland, who's at the top of the Monster Energy step-up. Disappeared around the corner actually already, and Kuenberg looking to find a way past Puches as well. So the JTEC Honda just at the top of the hill in red, bringing Damon Growlers with it on the Kimiya Yamaha Yamalu. Oh, and Depre a little bit out of the seat as well. So these guys pushing hard in this European 250 championship race. Kuenberg using a similar line to that of Maxime Depre, going in high and wide, getting out early. Ooh, look how dangerous that was. Off the edge of the berm there. That's the run. That's the risk you run when you go too deep into the berm and it suddenly disappears. You've got nowhere to go. Maxim Depre was able to save it, but Puches ran it through there, ran it wide, and he ended up overshooting, and it lost him time. And as a result, Kuenberg was able to keep that momentum right the way through that next section, and he was able to get by at the end of the next straight. So Kuenberg, great bit of riding there, capitalizing on a mistake from Davy Puches. Puches now being pushed back to 4th. Damon Growlers will be next to try and do something about David Puches. First year in the EMX250 category. Puches does get over that then in the end. And going after Kuenberg, who yesterday was getting over that jump as well. So Kuenberg not able to maintain a good rhythm that particular lap. So 7 laps complete. Your top 10 looks like this. Adam Sterry, 15 seconds clear. He's on a different planet at the moment. Alvin Osland, the Yamaha, 161 in second. Here is your race leader, Wilvo 4th rank KTM from Cheshire in the UK. North Wales, right on the border. Back end just getting a little bit out of shape, but he was pretty relaxed when I went and saw him in the paddock yesterday over at the family camper. Depre is 3rd, Kuenberg 4th, Puches 5th, Growlers 6th, Ken Bengtson 7th, Thomas Kjær Olsen is 8th, Michele Chevelin 9th, and Ander Valentin is 10th. Nick Dercourt is 11th, Bas Vaesen is 12th, Brian Sue 13th. Freddie van der Vlist has been pushed back to 14th, ahead of Eric Leutens. Simone Zecchina. Magni Klingsheim in 17th, came through as a reserve rider, believe it or not. Cedric Grobben 18th, Luca Ninehouse, and Roy van Hoyten. Ooh, off the step down. Couldn't quite see who that is. Might get a better shot of the number board now. Maybe not. That's what happens when you jump short. Here's Kuenberg. JTech Honda still in 4th, and he's found a way past Puches, and he's now going after Maxim Depre all over again. And there's Alvin Osland right there in the view as well. So Maxim Depre not getting over the triple. This time it's Kuenberg's chance to close down on the Frenchman. And he's right where he needs to be. So the Dutchman, Kuenberg, who's good for a 2nd overall in the round at the moment, because Sterry will be on 50, Kuenberg would be on 40, Alvin Osland would be on 30, and Growlers would be on, 36 and then 35. But Depre, despite losing that bit of ground through the rhythm section, has managed just to pull a couple of bike lengths clear again. And he's right there, right on the rear wheel of Alvin Osland now. Here's a replay of the start. And Herbertro there already on the deck in the right corner, but a great hole shot from the 811, Adam Sterry on the Wilvo 4th rank KTM. Alvin Osland right there in 2nd, Growlers 3rd, and then Puches 4th. Oh, Depre's down. So Depre goes down at the top of the hill. That's in the wave section, so he got it wrong there just a lap or so ago, after having probably one of the nicest lines on the track. The rider, Maxim Depre, goes from 3rd. Maxim Depre going after Alvin Osland, cross-rutted. Backhand just comes around on him, and then from there, there's no way of saving that. So Depre, how many points is he going to lose in this 2nd race? Rejoins, here he is. Who is he ahead of? See if we can pick out the riders behind. But Sterry already over the line. Osland 2nd, Kuenberg 3rd, Depre now 4th. Not 4th, Puches now 4th. In fact, Puches has gone missing as well, because it's Sterry, Osland, Kuenberg, Bengtson now 4th, Growlers is 5th, Puches is 6th, Thomas Kjær Olsen is 7th, and Depre is in 8th place. So the rider here, 141. Maxime Depre on the Bud Racing Monster Energy Kawasaki. Now in 8th. Right, who's this? Cedric Grobben. Exactly the same thing there. Look. So Grobben also going down. So you can see how tricky that particular section is. Cedric Grobben was inside the points at that time. Ken Bengtson, number 80. And the 171, Damon Growlers on the Kimiya Yamaha Yamalu bike. That's that part of the racetrack we're approaching again. Try and keep your wheels nice and straight through there if you can. This was completely flat. First thing yesterday morning, this whole racetrack. Sterry, though, almost 14 seconds clear of Alvin Osland. Growlers. Yeah, championship would be Adam Sterry 92, Kuenberg 80, so we would have a 12-point advantage after this first round. Maxime Depre would drop to 3rd. He'd be on 63. So 2 minutes 40 plus 2 laps to go. Adam Sterry continues to lead. Haven't seen too much of him in the race on the Wilvo Fort Rank KTM. This Osland coming towards us. I think it might be. Yeah, battle for second. So Osland here, 161 on the Mafia MX Yamaha. That yellow's at the top of the hill. That looks like a Honda rider. Got it wrong just at the top after the step up. There's Kuenberg in 3rd place, 644 on the JTEC Honda. He is in 3rd position, the 644. Then it is Ken Bengtson on the KTM. Bengtson in 4th position. Growlers in 5th. Thomas Kjærulfsen. Switch of a team for him this year, actually, for Thomas Kjær. Bodo Schmidt Motorsport KTM. So they had a hard charge through the field yesterday to pick up some points. Got back to 6th in the end. He's currently 6th in this race. David Puch is now 7th. Maxime Depre 8th. Bas Vaesen is 9th. And in 10th place is Brian Sue on the Rockstar Energy Suzuki Europe entry. Somebody just picking himself up in the background there, just rattling the levers, trying to get them in the right position. So obviously he had a bit of an off in one of those corners. Kuenberg all over the back of Osland now. Osland not going double and triple. Might have been 2-2-3. Giuseppe Tropepi there, so the second crash for him. This is about for second though. Adam Sterry is 12.5 seconds clear. Alvin Osland, wish he had that amount of time. We wishes he had a fraction of that amount of time, because the Yamaha rider number 161 feeling the heat now from 644. Nick Kuenberg in 3rd on that JTEC Honda, looking to dive down the inside. Osland going nice and tight here. Just manages to keep it in there, in that second position. So time has just elapsed now. So the next time that Adam Sterry, our race leader, comes through, it will be to collect the 2 lap board.
That would secure his second place on the podium.
Different lines here. Kuenberg's got to be careful. We've seen how riders have been getting caught out through this particular section in this race alone. No back markers for them to worry about. Over the tunnel, there's an illustration of Kuenberg maybe landing on the downside of another hole just to keep that forward momentum going. Softens the blow a little bit on landing. You're not landing on the flat anymore. Ken Bengtsson at the start of the straight. He's in 4th place. Damon Growlers behind him, still in 5th. Kjær Olsen is 6th. Pooch is 7th. And once again, Kuenberg looking for a way through. So Sterry already through. That's number 16, Joel van Mechelen. He's a reserve rider. And not in the points either. So this battle for 2nd position. Nick Kuenberg in red on the Honda. He's in 3rd place, looking to find a way past the guy ahead of him in 2nd. But Alvin Osland is doing everything right at the moment. Here is your race leader with 2 to go. Adam Sterry, Wilvo 4th ranked. KTM just doing everything absolutely spot on. Just tiptoeing his way through some of the more treacherous parts. Doesn't have to rush. He knows he's got a little bit of time in hand. Going to be out here maybe another couple of days or so, riding, testing on Tuesday, he was telling me, with the team before heading back home on Wednesday. And he'll look forward to the next round of the British Championship down at Canada Heights on Sunday. So him and a bunch of others from MX2 and MXGP from this weekend. Sean Simpson, Jake Nichols will not be riding, I'm sure, due to an injured wrist that he picked up recently. But certainly Ben Watson, Stevie Clark and a whole bunch of other guys who race in that championship series. Kuenberg, though, right back onto the rear wheel of 161, Alvin Osland. Osland doing a great job of holding that 2nd position. As we said, podium will look like this. Sterry on 50, Kuenberg on 42. He would only pull back 2 more points. More importantly, though, that would put him on 82 in the championship, so it'd be a 10-point deficit to Adam Sterry at the top of the table as opposed to a 12-point deficit. 1 lap to go. There's Sterry, your race leader, 8-11. So Sterry disappearing at the front, 9.5 seconds clear, can afford just to relax a little bit. But Osland still has it all to do, so too does Kuenberg. These two putting in a decent lap time last time around as well, a 2:03 compared to the 2:05. So he can't afford to relax too much, Adam Sterry. We've seen it before, where a rider can relax and just get caught out and suddenly put themselves under pressure, but I'm sure he's got enough going on underneath that helmet of his to think differently about that situation. Gets through one of the tougher parts of the racetrack. Wheels absolutely in line. Kuenberg looking for a way through down here, though. This is for 2nd, being urged on by the Dutch fans. They know he's already going to be on the podium anyway. Growlers will be 3rd overall as it stands at the moment. But Adam Sterry, right over on the far side of the circuit, takes a quick look over his shoulder, double takes again, thinks, oh, flash of blue, was that the 161 of Alvin Osland, or was it a back marker? Fortunately for him, it was a back marker. But Kuenberg and Osland almost bar to bar, wheel to wheel. Osland puts the squeeze on him as he drops into that penultimate corner. Here's Adam Sterry, though, out of the final turn, over the Dragon's back. The Wilvo Fork-Rent KTM rider takes victory in race 2. He wins race 1 as well, and he takes his first ever victory in the European, and it was on the line for Kuenberg. Kuenberg steals it right at the last moment. He takes 2nd from Alvin Osland. He got the drive through the final corner. He went through the rhythm section. He went double, triple. And what a steal right on the line for Nick Kuenberg. Well, he will take second overall. Osland will take third in the race. But here's Lisa Leyland getting ready to talk to Adam Sterry, the Brit on the Wilvo Fork-Rent KTM, who was victorious here this weekend. 2 wins out of 2. He had the win in the first race yesterday. He was a winner. And look at the replay here, just hung off the back. He knew it was now or never. And that was Kuenberg going through. But here's Lisa Leyland. She's with Adam Sterry.
Very happy.
Yeah, so happy. The weekend couldn't have gone much better for me. 2 wins, 2 whole shots, and now the red plate. So, yeah, I'm over the moon.
Congratulations, thank you.
Sure, we'll get a little bit more out of him at the post-podium interview, but look at the expression there. Look what it meant to Nick Kuenberg. He took a cheeky little look back as well as he flew past the 161 of Alvin Osland in what was a very dramatic end. Then he was pushing and pushing. He was almost there a few laps ago, but, well, eventually he made that pass stick, and it was good to see the 141 of Maxime Depre. Congratulating Adam Sterry then, as he came over the line himself. So Adam Sterry, your winner of race 2, Nick Kuenberg second, Alvin Osland third, Damon Growlers fourth, Ken Bengtson fifth, Thomas Kjær-Olsen sixth, David Puchis seventh, Bas Vaesen eighth, Maxime Depre 9, and Brian Hsu was 10th. Michele Chevelin was 11th, Ander Valentin 12th, Freddie van der Bliss 13 on the Kawasaki, Eric Leetons 14th, Nicolas Decour 15th, Luca Ninehouse was 16th, then Magni Klinsheim, Simone Zakina, Michael Hull, and Rennie de Jong, your top 20. No points for Thomas Schleicher, 22nd in that second race. Max Engelin was up there as well for a while, dropped down to 27th place. Joaquin Fabetta, 29th for him. And no points either for James Cottrell or David Herbreteau. Today was all about this guy, 8-11, Adam Sterry. 2 wins out of 2. He will stand on the top step of the European Championship podium for the first time in his career. So your overall podium, Adam Sterry, Nick Kuenberg, and Damon Growlers. 3rd overall, Osland 4th, Bengtson 5th, Kjær-Olsen, Vaesen, and Hsu 8th overall this weekend. 9th for Michele Chevelin. David Puchis will be disappointed with 10th overall in his home round here in Valkenswaard. More importantly, though, in the championship, Adam Sterry leads the way. He's on 92. Kuenberg now 10 behind. It was going to be 12 had he not found his way past Alvin Osland right on the finish line. Depre is now 3rd, having lost the championship leader's red plate. Growlers is 4th, Osland 5th, Ander Valentin is 6th. Brian Hsu, Thomas Kjær-Olsen, Simone Zakina, and Michele Chevelin ran out the top 10.
Ja, dames en heren, wij gaan hier op het podium van Meinigel met een daverend applaus. Op een 3e plaats is hij geëindigd. Rijden voor het Camilla Yamaha team.
Podium time again then. And 3rd overall. Right in the 171 Camilla Yamaha Yamaloop. Damon Growlers. Walking very slowly indeed. 2nd overall though, Nick Kuenberg, JTEC Honda. Put in a lot of effort. A little bit ambitious there, Nick. Maybe your time will come a little bit later on in the year, but Adam Sterry, Wilvo Fork-Rent KTM. 2 wins out of 2. He won a race last year. He's won 2 this time around, and Steve Turner, team owner, team manager, on the top step of the podium for him. He'll be collecting the Manufacturers Award on behalf of KTM as well. But Damon Growlers takes his 3rd place trophy from Edwin Van Ham, Motor Club president here. Congratulates everybody else on the podium as well, as you would expect. Hans Verhoef, MXGP former organizer, hands a second place trophy to Koenberg on the JTEC Honda. And Martin de Graaf, the FIM Europe Vice President, hands the winner's trophy to Adam Sterry, Wilvo Fortrank KTM, for a good job, well done today. And Steve Turner receives the winner's trophy. I think that's the first winner's trophy for him as well. Suddenly his race report just became a lot easier to write. Eddie Hurd, FIM Europe Motocross Commission President, hands a red plate to Adam Sterry. He knew that as soon as he crossed the line as well. Perfect day, 2 wins out of 2, and takes the championship lead as well. Right. And enjoy this. National anthem of Great Britain then for Adam Sterry, Wilvo Fortrank KTM, as he takes his first EMX250 round win here. Does it in the tough sand of Valkenswaard. Round 2 of the 2015 campaign. Nick Koenberg, JTEC Honda, has to settle for second. Damon Growlers on the Kimiya Yamaha Yamalube machine. Third overall this weekend. And great result for Steve Turner and everybody in that team. Hard work finally paying off. Well, the gate dropped, and it was David Herbertro who was the first to drop as well. He was left sprawling to the canvas. But it was Adam Sterry who found his way to the front very early on. Behind him, the battle. We saw Freddie van der Vlist with Davy Pooches, as Pooches was up there challenging for seconds and thirds with Growlers. Ken Bengtson also had his turn towards the front as van der Vlist tried to disappear, but not making the best start. 141. Maxime Depre suddenly started carving his way to the front as well and joined the party. He was in about 4th position at that time. Got his way up onto the rear wheel of Pooches and then found a way through. And Koenberg was coming with him the whole time as well. Alvin Osland was in second. And then Depre had this moment whilst challenging for that second place over the bars at the top of the hill. And that left him down in 9th place. Another rider fell there as well a little bit later on, or lap after actually, but Adam Sterry, 8-11, just keeping an eye on what was going on that Wilvo Fortrank KTM. He was clear. Koenberg was in 3rd though, chasing down Alvin Osland. And while Sterry went on to win the race, Koenberg found his way past Osland right on the finish for a dramatic second place score in that second race. So it was Sterry, Koenberg, Osland, Growlers and Bengtson. And here's Lisa Leyland with our top 3, starting with our overall winner, Adam Sterry.
Adam, congratulations. Perfect weekend for you. 2 out of 2 wins. You've got the red plate as well, and you also made your team boss, Steve, smile.
Yeah, I mean, perfect weekend, like you just said. Qualifying went well as well, and 2 whole shots, 2 race wins by good margins as well. So happy to come away with quite a good points lead in the championship and the red plate. So yeah, I'm really happy. Congratulations. We have Nick, 2nd overall today. Tell us about the 2 races. How was your weekend?
It was heavy for me. I really, I didn't felt comfortable on the circuit. I thought it would be much more easy. So hats off to Sterry, was better, and I'm happy to be consistent. Last year I could show I can win races, and this year I'm here for the championship. So I think it's a good step in the right direction, and I have to give it up to Honda, JTEC, the great family. I feel so super, so very thankful.
And that last lap pass there, that was pretty aggressive for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a last minute deal, you know. I went, I saved it in the last lap, and I went all in on the last triple jump. So it was quite sketchy, but it worked out, and I need every point, so that's where I went for.
Congratulations, thank you. We have Damon, that was 3rd overall today. Damon, congratulations. It's starting to get quite tough out there now, isn't it? A few guys made mistakes, but how was your race?
Yeah, it was a difficult weekend for me. I've been sick all weekend. Yesterday was okay, but today was worse. But yeah, I still managed to get 3rd place, so I'm happy with that. We can build now on further on this. So I want to say thank you to the team. They put great work in it, 100%. Moose Racing, my boots, my parents, my family, friends. Just thank you.
Thank you.
Adam Sterry then wrapping up a perfect weekend here at Valkenswaard, the 2nd round of the EMX250 European Championship. Does it 2 wins out of 2, edging out Nick Kuenberg, who had that dramatic finish in the 2nd race. And Damon Growless will be back in about 15 minutes' time with MX2 Race 1. Hope you can join us then. Bye for now.